Did the US government spray galaxy gas through a low income neighborhood in St. Louis, Missouri? Well, not quite, but what they did spray was probably a lot more dangerous. This is Secret Military Operations the government doesn't want you to know about, Part 1. In the 1950s and 60s, the US Army Chemical Corps sprayed massive amounts of zinc cadmium sulfide across the continental US and Canada. This was called Operation Large Area Coverage. They did this via plane, and the goal was to map out the suspected geographic range and patterns of a hypothetical biological attack from a foreign nation. Now, they sure as hell didn't get consent from the millions of people that breathed this stuff in, but the story gets a little bit weirder. An extension of this program involved even more spraying of this same chemical in St. Louis, specifically a predominantly African American and low income neighborhood called Pruitt Ego. The difference is this time it wasn't just coming from planes. Residents recall from their childhood men in hazmat suits spraying from the rooftops. It would engulf the entire neighborhood in a mist that would cause nausea, headaches, and dizziness. Just listen to these residents talk about their experience from this 2025 News Nation report.
The fog drifted through the streets like a ghost.
That's exactly what it looked like, a thick fog.
It was summertime, it was hot. We would just run through it as fast as we could and try to just cool ourselves off. It stuck to you.
The even bigger concern is the suspected long-term health effects. Many residents in that area have reported higher cases of cervical, lung, and breast cancer, along with respiratory issues and birth defects. Now, of course, the government investigated itself and said, no, everything is fine. Zinc cadmium sulfide is completely safe. But that was the 1960s. Zinc cadmium sulfide is officially recognized as a carcinogen primarily due to the cadmium. Okay, let's recap. The US government sprayed a carcinogen across large amounts of the continental US, but they sprayed an even higher concentration in a low-income neighborhood in St. Louis, Missouri. Over the past 50 years, there has been a few civil suits that have been filed, but to this day, in 2025, there's been no compensation or no settlement for the residents of Pruitt Ego that got subjected to these experiments.